So are you getting this, right? The more you practice by watching how it's really done, the better you'll become as a trader. You've got to learn the rules of the game to be successful. Perfect practice equals perfect results. Not just practice, but perfect practice equals perfect results. Success does not happen on accident. This is the How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast, brought to you by 10MinuteStockTrader.com, where we cover finance, stocks, options, entrepreneurship, education, and money. And here's your host, voted one of the top 100 people in finance, Christopher Ewell. Hey there, traders. You're about to take a free lesson from the 10-Minute Trading Room that's available for members only. And I mean that. This is only going to be up for 1 week. After 1 week, the only way for you to see this is to become a member of the 10-Minute Trading Room. This is pretty awesome. I actually have a huge bonus for you. I have $5,488 worth of free trading education for you. I'll tell you all about that at the end of this podcast. So strap in, get some notes, get ready for it, because you only have 1 week to watch this entire lesson, and then it's going to be gone forever, unless you're a member of the 10-Minute Trading Room. Good morning, traders. I am so excited to be here today. Today, we are covering a webinar, and we are going to be talking about the insider secrets every struggling trader can use to finally get back on the right side of the market in only 60 seconds without trying and failing to predict the future. Now, I will tell you this. This works even if you hate looking at charts and want to know exactly where the market is going. Thank you for coming today. If you are here in the chat, just let me know. I would love to say hi. And we got a lot to cover today. So I don't plan on dilly-dallying. I don't plan on going slow. I plan on going hot, fast, and heavy. But of course, as we go, please, in the chat, ask questions. This is so critically important for me and for you that if you have a question, please ask it. I gotta know. And spam the chat box, as I like to say, because that will let us know exactly what your question is without me overriding it. Okay, we got a few people here already. I know it's a little early today, especially for Donna. Donna, how are you? Good morning. I'm glad you made it. Rudy is here. Hello, Rudy. Thank you guys for coming live. I know that this is really early, earlier than normal, but we're going to do our best to get through all of this. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get straight into today's webinar. Now, I do have a legal disclaimer. I always like to mention I am not only the founder and head trader at 10MinuteStockTrader.com, but I'm also the chief scientist at NASA. And I have won 63 Super Bowls at this point. And you shouldn't listen to anything I say. That's my legal disclaimer. But if you do, I will give you my very best experience and hopefully relate that to something that'll help you. Now, let me know in the chat that you're here and where are you from. We've already got a couple people doing that already. I know Donna is here from California. Rudy is here from the Philippines. That's quite a ways. Thank you, Rudy, for coming. Now, I do want to remind everyone watching that if you are one of our 10-minute stock traders, I have a webinar challenge for you. And that is, if you can get 5 of your friends to come and watch live and just come and say hi, say Donna sent me, somebody sent me, I will send you a bull market t-shirt. I will pay for it. I will ship it out to you, and it is all yours 100% free. Andrew is here. Hey, man, glad you could make it. I know Andrew's here from New Jersey. April is here. Excited about the webinar. Thanks, April. And we have Gabriel. Hope I'm reading that. I hope it's not Gabrielle, but it could be. But I think it's Gabriel from Brooklyn. All right. April says, cool shirt. Yeah. Invite 5 people. Let them come. Let them say hi. Let me know that they invited you. The shirt is yours. Absolutely. All right. So let's get into it. Now, I always like to remind our 10-minute stock traders this exactly. A 10-minute stock trader takes calculated risks. Understand that the treasure lies in knowing the data. Doesn't guess at trading. We follow our plan. We do not blame others. We take responsibility. We know why the market works. A 10-minute stock trader is smart. 10-minute stock trader understands that they can make the world a better place. I always tell people all the time, 10-minute stock trading is a lifestyle. This isn't just about making money. This is a lifestyle. They spread joy to others. They follow their dreams. They build each other up. They use money as a tool. And my favorite one of all, which is exactly why we are 10-minute stock traders, we spend as little time trading and as much time living as possible. Awesome. I am so glad you guys are here. Gabriel, I said it correct. Perfect. Andrew's from New Jersey. Gavon, here it comes. You ready? Chuck Norris fist bump over to you. Bam. Oh, man, I am so excited for today. Brian, you made it. Very, very cool. Speaking of making it, yesterday I went to the post office and I sent you all a copy, an autographed copy of the Secret Investing book. And I did not know this. Maybe you know this, but I didn't. I walked in, I threw them all on the counter. You know, they're ringing up each one. And they were like, this is leaving the country. You need to fill out customs forms. And I'm like, what do you mean customs forms? And they're like, here's forms, start filling. And I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So about half you traders are outside the US, which is awesome. But that also means I got to do a little extra work for you guys. So yours is delayed by 1 day because I got a bunch of forms I got to fill out just to send you a book. I didn't know it was going to be that hard. I was just like, here, take the book. It ain't that hard. It's just a book. But anyway, I am so grateful that I can do that for you guys. All right. So on today's agenda, we have 3 topics to cover. Number 1, the market trend framework. The 3 quick and easy tests the market must pass to know where it's going. They're quick and they're easy. How to ethically steal our $1 million trading formula. I hope that's okay with you. I will let you ethically steal our $1 million trading formula today. And then number 3, how to tell exactly which of the 3 types of trading days we're in today. And you got to know that before every day. Brian says, Groundhog Day reading, book 3 of the year. Dude, I'm really proud of you, Brian. As you know, one of my goals every year is to have 100 books read. For 2021, I did 110. Now, I will say there were some that I started and some that I did not finish. I will honestly admit that. I didn't finish all of them. The ones that I was like, I don't think this is worth my time to read anymore, I did stop on. For January, are you ready? 15 books. 15. 12 nonfiction, 3 fiction, including Harry Potter #1. I read that with my older son the other night. We were, this is really fun to me. So we have an Alexa. Maybe you have an Alexa. She might start talking if I talk too loud. And we had the Harry Potter #1 book playing while he was building a Lego set. And we've got the illustrated Harry Potter editions. And so I was kind of like a teacher in the class. I was like, here's this page and here's the illustrations on it. Here's this page and here's the illustrations. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. April says, wow. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just, I love to read. Leaders are readers. Readers are leaders. That's how you got to be. All right. So let's get into today's webinar. Now, doesn't this sound awesome? All these topics, right? Type yes. Be sure to ask questions as we go. That's so critically important. And if you are not already a 10-minute stock trader, I will show you how to get $5,488 worth of trading education for free. Details later. Now, I need you to promise that you will not use these powers for evil, like Dr. Evil right there, right? Do not use these powers for evil, because when you see how to trade in 10 minutes a day, when you become a hashtag 10-minute stock trader, your life's going to change. I mean that. Victor knows. Victor is one of my 10-minute stock traders. Oh, yeah. His life is changing. Victor knows all about that. Again, I'm going to show you the process, but I cannot guarantee that you'll be profitable. I can't. And the reason I can't is because of what this guy says right here. This is Richard Dennis. He is one of the founding fathers of trend following. He says, I always say that you could publish the rules in a newspaper and no one would follow them. The key is consistency and discipline, right? Consistency and discipline. One of my trading mentors, Mark Minervini, he says his 6 trading rules, his #1 rule, wait in cash for proper setups. How long? As long as it takes. And that's the hard part when you're trading. I can tell you that for sure, because we want to be active. We want to be doing stuff. And sitting in cash doesn't feel like you're active and doing stuff, but it really is. Sitting in cash for as long as it takes is a strategy. And this is where most traders break down, because it's not your fault. we have been conditioned to seek out excitement, right? But great trading is anything but exciting. The world-class traders that I've learned from have one thing in common. They all have the rules. They have consistency and discipline to follow the rules, just like Richard Dennis was talking about. If you don't have that, if you can't follow the rules, you can't win. End of story. It's like playing a video game, not knowing how to play the rules and expecting to win the game. No. It's like playing chess and expecting to win chess, but you have no idea how to play by the rules. No, it's not going to happen. You have to play by the rules. Once you know the rules, you can win the game. Now, today I'm going to give you the rules, and rules are boring. I love this quote. This is going to be one of my quotes. One of my big quotes I like to say is success doesn't happen on accident. But another one is this: rules are boring, but rules make you money. But I need you to promise me one thing, that you will have consistency and discipline to follow these rules. Because when you do follow these rules, you will be trading like the greats. And these are the legends that I learned from, and I am relaying these rules to you. Number one, my main man, Mark Minervini, 1997 and 2021 U.S. investing champion. We are in the process of getting him back on the podcast right now, scheduling all that. Mark's a very important, busy guy. It takes a little bit of time to get him on the show. So yeah, he's coming on real soon. And one of my mentors. This is one of the people I learned from. I learned trading from one of the first $1 billion hedge let me rephrase that. I learned trading from the first $1 billion hedge fund manager. This guy right here, I have a quote on my wall that I'll never forget because he told me this. He said, commit very little capital, take on very little risk, and still make a significant return consistently. That's what I learned from Larry. Market wizard Tom Bassos, who I learned from this guy right here, who we will be talking about more about him later, Steve Burns, a best-selling millionaire trading author. Tom Sosnoff of Tasty Trade, a market maker. The original market wizard himself, Jack Schwager, and our trend following pioneer that we've talked about today, Richard Dennis. I took their best lessons that I learned from them and created a strategy to manage a portfolio in only 10 minutes a day. And this market wizard, he actually told me, he said, hey, he needed to learn from me because it would take him 20 minutes. And I was like, no. You, sir, are the pioneer. I'm just following your footsteps. Now, my goal with this web class is to show you two things. Number one, the only way for you to be a successful trader is through 10-minute trading. Period. End of story. This is the way the market works, and I need you to understand this is the only way that you will be successful. And the only way to do this is to follow the strategies that we use every single day inside the 10-minute trading room. This is it. Now, for those who don't know who I am, for those who are watching live and for the replay, my name is Christopher Ewell. I'm the founder and head trader at 10minutestocktrader.com. I've been awarded top 100 people in finance twice. I was nominated for Global Leaders in Finance. I'm a top 10 iTunes investing podcast host. I've been on TV hundreds of times. And my company is one of the 20 most innovative companies of the year for 2020. These are the few of the places that you could have seen me on. But it didn't start this way, okay? I say that, but I want you to know I didn't start by being where I am, right? I grew up in a double-wide mobile home in rural Texas. And I'm not ashamed of that. And I went to school at a small college in Arkansas. And I don't have an Ivy League degree. I didn't work on Wall Street. And I say all that because you can do this. You can do exactly what we're doing every single day. Hands down, period. I believe that. But you cannot, under any circumstance, trade like a contrarian. If you think for any stretch of time that contrarian trading, oh, that was the wrong button. If you think for any stretch of time that being a contrarian trader is the way to go, I am here to tell you right now that is the fastest, perfectest, bestest way to lose all your money. If you're following people on the internet who say, oh, the market's up, I need to go short. Oh, the market's down, I need to go long. For no other reason than to be a contrarian, I'm here to tell you that you're going to go broke. Sorry, just a fact. Now, let me repeat this once more. You cannot, under any circumstance, trade or act like a contrarian, because you don't, and I don't, and my market wizards I learned from, my mentors, everything like that, they do not know more than the market, period. But trading is easy. But you have to admit one thing. So raise your right hand with me. Raise it. I need my right hand to turn the, hang on, let me see if I can do it like this. Will that work? No. I need my other hand. There we go. Okay. I got my mouse all set up. Raise your right hand. By the way, in case you're wondering, my microphone is right here, and I am not one of those people who likes a microphone in the shot, so I always like to block it out. Okay. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I'm serious. Really. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. Trading is easy. I am not smarter than the market. I just understand how to play by the rules. Trading is easy. I am not smarter than the market. I just understand how to play by the rules. Now, that's what you're going to need to know. Okay. Once you embody that, you're going to be really set. Now, I had a conversation with Steve Burns one day. Remember our millionaire trading author that we talked about earlier? And what he said changed my life, because I thought I knew everything about trading until I was talking to Steve one day, and he said, "Hey, I used to trade that way too, but then I realized I wanted to make money." And that like chopped me in the throat. That one hurt. That one I was like, whoa, I need to shut my mouth and I need to listen. I need to find what actually works, and not just works in theory, but how real winners are making money. Isaac, hey man, good morning. I'm glad you're here. By the way, don't forget about our webinar challenge. Go get 5 of your friends to come on. They need to know these. They need to know these rules, and they need to ask questions, okay? That's why we do this live. How are real winners are winning, right? So I read hundreds of trading books, and I interviewed the best traders in the world, and I clicked it all together. But I also realized that my original strategy could never win. Never. Wasn't ever going to happen. Mathematically, there was zero chance to profit on that strategy. That I thought I was such a genius. But there were successful traders who had figured it out. So I started trading their strategies, and I built my rules around their rules so I could trade in just 10 minutes a day. Now, I had to trade from an iPad under my desk, and I needed it to be simple, effective, and easy. And I had to be able to do it every day. And had to be able to do it from one screen, right? I'm not one of those traders that have hundreds of screens up there. No. This 10-minute trading strategy finally allowed me to do 2 things. Number 1, it finally allowed me to become profitable, which maybe you're struggling with. Maybe that's why you've come into our world to see how are actually people really making money. Well, they're using this 10-minute strategy here. And the second thing it allowed me to do is remove all emotion and literally take the guesswork out of trading. And at that point, trading became a game, just like playing Mario, just like playing chess, just like anything else. Once you know the rules, it becomes exactly like playing Mario. Isaac, 4:45 a.m. Dude, I am so sorry, but you are amazing for being up at 4:45 a.m. I have my Bang energy drink. You know, this post-COVID thing is really like the taste buds and whatnot is driving me crazy. Man, coffee just tastes nasty to me right now. Yesterday, we got, after I took my sons to their doctor's appointment, we got snow cones at Bahama Bucks. And I don't know if you have Bahama Bucks there or snow cones, but there's these things that are like snow that you actually have there. We don't have that here in Texas. And then they put flavors in it. I'm sure you know. I'm just joking. But one of the flavors they have is Sour Patch Drizzle, like the Sour Patch candy, and it's so good. But I could not taste it. Like yesterday, I'm like shoveling it in my mouth, and I'm like, did they get the formula wrong? Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, it's me. I can't taste anything sour right now. This sucks. Brian says, way to go, Isaac. You are dedicated. I agree. Isaac, you rock. Rudy says, that is awesome, Isaac. Isaac, I'm really proud of you, man. Now, going back to the game that I learned to finally play the rules on. The game that I finally learned how to play the rules. There we go. This is trading. Now, who wants to learn the easy way? Type yes in the chat box. Are you ready to learn the easy way? Type yes in the chat box because we are about to get rolling here. All right, on today's agenda, the first item we will cover, make this bigger, the market trend framework, the 3 quick and easy tests to know if the market is going to pass. Oh, wait a minute. I got to read. Hang on. The market trend framework, the 3 quick and easy tests the market must pass to know where it is going. Oh, we got lots of people are participating. Good job, guys. Andrew says yes. Donna says yes. Isaac says yes. April says yes. Rudy says yes. Brian, you nailed it right there. You ready? Ready to learn from others' mistakes equals the easy way. Yes. Dude, that was one of my things early on the podcast. I'm like, I want you to learn from my mistakes, because if I can save you time and money and energy and expense and headache and sleep, then I'm doing something right. Yeah, absolutely. Rudy's got a big smiley face. Oh, we got another Gochi Best. Yes, let's learn easy. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. Victor. Yes. All right. Let's do this. So as 10-minute stock traders, we have our trading framework, and it always starts with the market, period, no matter what. You start with the market. It's a top-down approach, because when you start with the market, it will show you the direction that you need to trade. And it gets really easy. You let the market tell you where it is going, and you just trade with it. Now, inside of our market framework here, we have 3 core areas. Now, I'm going to go through each one of these in detail, but these 3 core frameworks are what make up our market stance, okay? The number one thing the market must have, what would that be? Well, I learned this from one of the greatest trading books ever, Trend Following by Michael Covell. And I want you to look right there on the title, the subtitle of this, and to see exactly what it says. How to make a fortune in bull, bear, and black swan markets. Wait a minute. Wait just 2 seconds here. Daniel Garcia. And today is Kevon's birthday. Kevon, happy birthday, man. I got you. Okay. I'm going to officially declare you today's winner of the webinar challenge. And for all the other 10-minute traders out there, I would like to say, if it's your birthday, let me know. I would love to send you a birthday gift. If that's all right with you. I mean, as you know, I love playing Santa Claus, and I would love to send you a birthday gift. Come on. I'm sending you a birthday gift today. All right. Daniel, thanks for coming, man. Now, back to business. Here's trend following in a nutshell. Are you ready? Trend following sounds so easy because it is, but most people don't want to be able to do it. You cut your losers short, and you let your winners run out of control. You cut your losers short, and you let your winners run out of control. And that sounds amazing, right? It is. And when you are on a trend and it's working, it is so easy because you don't have to do anything. It's just working day after day after day, moving in the direction you need. But this goes against human nature. It does. It sounds like, hey, this is easy. I'm going to do this, but it goes against human nature. Maybe you've had a trade and you wanted to take the profits right away, right? Let's say you put on a trade, it immediately goes profitable. You're up 5, 6, 10%, whatever. And you're like, I'm a genius. I got to take my money. You can't. If it is a trend, you got to let that thing run as far as it can. You cannot take your profits until the trend stops. Brian says, easier said than done. It's difficult to get out of my own way. Hardest lesson of all. Exactly right, Brian. Exactly 100% right. It is the hardest lesson of all, is to get out of your own way. What about if you found $1 on the street? You want to bend down and immediately grab it, right? That's the exact same concept. Exactly the same. And what about when you have a loser? I know what you think. I know it because I thought it too. Do you wait? Do you wait to close that loser? Do you give it just one more day? Do you say to yourself, I'll sell when I'm back to break even? Somebody I know that I just talked to on the phone, they knew who I'm talking about. They said that to me the other day, and I was like, we don't know when that's going to happen. We as humans, we're emotional. And this is what drives the markets. Being emotional, fear and greed drive the markets. And you can either work with it or die by it. Brian, perfectly timed. You can work with it or die by it. And you can wait and let it become a bigger loser. Yeah. Kavan, dude, happy birthday. There will always be trends, period. Sometimes you're going to have to wait for them, but there will always be trends in both directions. Now, this is from Jesse Livermore, one of the greatest traders ever at the turn of the 1900s. He made and lost several fortunes. But what I want you to focus on here is where he says, just recognize that the movement is there and take advantage of it by steering your speculative ship along with the tide. Do not argue with the condition. And most of all, do not try to combat it. How many times have you said, oh, this has gone too far? Oh, surely this should go up. Surely this should go down. Surely this thing should do that thing. I'm here to tell you, should is like how you get broke. You should not be thinking that. Gabriel says he agrees 100%. So take a look at this chart, right? This is a chart in Tesla, and the time frame does not matter. This could be on a day. This could be on an hour. This could be on a 5 minute. This could be on a month. Doesn't matter. All that you need to know is that you can use one simple line, as all the YouTube ads say. You really can. And you can watch it cross over the line at this point and then not close under that line until this point. And you've kept that entire move. That's trend following. Your risk was only right here at the bottom. Your risk was just the difference between the bottom of this candle and this line. But your reward was all of that. That's like 100 to 1 risk reward right there. And then you get out. You close and get out when it crosses below that point right here at this arrow. You may have got back in and got chopped up a smidge, but you just made 100 on risking 1. So you can get back 1 or 2 as you get chopped. But then you can see the market reverse the other way and you miss. So let's say you risked 1, you just made 100, you lost 1. So let's say you're at 99. As it comes down 50 on the other side, you still have 99. Whereas the other people who are waiting, who are hoping, they just lost 50. And then you, being the 10-minute stock trader that you are, you get right back in on the other side and you go for that roller coaster ride again. There will always be trends in both directions, and this is so important to understand. It really is that easy. When prices are moving up, it's a bullish trend. Trade with it. Do not argue with the condition. Do not try to combat it. When prices are moving down, it's a bearish trend. Do not argue with the condition and do not try to combat it. When I figured this out, it immediately made trading so much easier. It is. Now, how do we quantify the trend, right? There are people, I'm not one of them, who will draw all over a chart, who will put notes all over a chart, who will say this and that and the other is meaning this flag and this pennant and this candle is an upside down candlestick wick with a hammer and a half, with a staircase into a cup and handle triangle pudding. No, I don't do all that. Let's quantify. Let's use real numbers. Let's use real data. Okay. Let's be serious. Let's be grown-ups here. All right. We're not going to take crayons and color all over our charts. No. I learned this from this man here, Mr. Steve Burns, in this book, New Trader, Rich Trader, which if you are not a reader, as I mentioned earlier, you should be. Leaders are readers. You've got to get this book. Victor, one of my consulting clients, was reading it just the other day, and he was like, blown away at everything he went through on New Trader, Rich Trader. And he was like, it was speaking directly to him. One of the chapters in here, chapter 16, Steve says, new traders follow their emotions, which put them at a disadvantage. Rich traders follow systems that give them an advantage. And then here's one of the systems. This is right above my head here. All his stocks, and he's talking about the rich trader, were in established uptrends with prices above all key moving averages like the 10-day, the 20-day, and the 50-day. And if you're a 10-minute stock trader, you know exactly what I'm on right here. The price is above the 10, the 20, and the 50. So think of it this way. The 10-day moving average is about 2 trading weeks. The 20-day moving average is about 1 trading month. And the 50-day moving average is about 2.5 trading months. So it's an order of 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Think of it that way, right? We're looking at higher orders of magnitude. And if they all line up, that's what you need to see. Brian says, would we consider buying a put on Tesla if we're following the trend? As long as the trend is down, yeah, buy a put, short sell it, be out of it, 100%. Victor says, it looks like books. You tell your own story. No joke, dude. The books that I recommend are the textbooks for trading. That's one of them. I'm not going to make any money if you go buy that, obviously. That is the textbook for trading. Now, we need 3 core components. And we're talking about this yellow section right here. We need to see the 10-day moving average, and this is to be bullish, okay? The 10-day moving average to be above the 20-day moving average, and then price to be above the 50-day. And this can go on. Oh, I'm right in the way. Let me move out of the way here. This can go on for a long time. This can go on for a year, 2, 4. And what you do is you're bullish the entire time. I will tell you for sure, about 54 times during this, I was like, I'm going to be a contrarian trader. I'm going to trade short. And I lost my ass on it. Pardon my French. I've been studying French on Duolingo, and that was one of the words I came across. I'm just totally joking. Don't do it. If the trend is up, where do you trade? You trade up. The entire time it's bullish. Just trade with the trend. Now, this test takes literally 2.5 seconds. All right. Now, I don't know how many of you have kids, but any 3-year-old can tell you the trend. Okay. You put them on this chart and you say, which way is it going? Little Johnny, little Susie, little Ellie, little Collie Wally. Which way is it going? It's going up, Daddy. It's going up, Mama. Why are we going to fight this? If 3-year-olds can see which way the trends are going, why are you fighting it? Why are you trying to be a contrarian? If it's going that way, go with it. At some point, it'll actually do this. It'll do this. It'll tell you when it's over. So you can ride it as long as it takes, and then it's going to tell you when it's over. You don't have to be a genius. You just got to watch. You'll see the moving averages cross down. You'll see it the other way, and you're like, oh, okay. That part's over. Let's go the other way. That's easy. The number one thing the market must have is the trend. How do you determine the trend? With these 3 parts. These 3 parts. There's 3 parts here. The 10-day over the 20-day. Whichever direction that's going. I can't tell from this way which is the right way. The 10-day over the 20-day. And then price being over the 50-day. That's it. It's that easy. So what else do we need to establish the trend? We need the market breadth. Now, one of my 10-minute stock traders the other day was asking me, what is market breadth? Now, breadth is the distance or measurement from side to side. It's the width of something, okay? Think of it this way. This is how many stocks are participating in that trend. I heard someone describe it one day, and I thought it was so smart. They said the general, being the market, can only march so far without his soldiers, being the individual stocks. The general can only march so far, and once the breadth runs out, without his soldiers. And then this kind of stuff happens. It's like a basketball team. I mentioned this the other day when I was live on Benzinga, and somebody thought it was a really great analogy, and I thought I'd mention it again. It's like having a basketball team, okay? If you see that there was only 20% market breadth right now, it's like only 20% of the players are playing. It's like having 5 players and 4 of them are on the bench. Do you think you're going to score very many points when 4 of your players are on the bench? I mean, probably not. But even if the market trend is moving in the right direction, are there enough players helping to score those points? Now, there is one market breadth indicator that I use, and it was like the missing ingredient that changed everything for me. And it's partly the reason why I'm here with you today. It's so secret, Google doesn't even know about it, okay? If you look up the MACD indicator, you'll see you get about 12.3 million results. If you look up the RSI indicator, you'll see you'll get about 17.3 million results. If you look at the stochastics indicator, you're going to get 420,000 results. If you look up this indicator, MMFI indicator, you will get 22,000 results. That's it. And Google's even going to say, are you sure you didn't spell that wrong? Do you mean MFI? No. MMFI. That's what you need. That will show you your market breadth. On this particular screenshot here, the market breadth was at 30. That means only 30% of the stocks in the S&P 500 were moving in the direction of the market trend. We're moving bullishly. That's what I need to say. Only 30% of stocks were moving in their own bullish direction. Now, you're a 10-minute stock trader and you're smart, so you understand, well, there's 30% moving bullish. That means 70% are moving bearish. Yeah, exactly. This is what's telling you what's happening behind the closed doors of the market. Adding this one indicator, just this, the MMFI tripled my profits. Like, I could not believe it. Increasing my win rate 13%, and it finally helped me become profitable. And it allowed me to trade with so much more confidence because I knew not only which way the market trend was going, but which way the market breadth was going. So the number 2 thing that the market must have is the breadth. So how do we determine breadth, right? We look at the MMFI indicator, and all we got to do is see it over 50%, meaning half the stocks are half are bullish, half are bearish. That's just a start. Of course, we want to see 90%, 80%, 70%, but at least 50%. It's just that easy. Okay, look at that one indicator. Is it over or under 50%? That'll tell you. What else do we need? Okay, we've clicked together the market breadth. We've clicked together the market trend. So now we know the market direction. We've clicked together the market trend with our moving averages, and we've clicked together our market breadth with the MMFI. And this gives us our market direction. Now, the last thing that we use, when they line up, you can be sure that the market is moving in that direction. You can. It's math. But when they diverge, the best thing to do is to wait. There will be times when it diverges. All you can do is wait because the market doesn't even know which way it's going to go. Now, what's the last thing that we need? We've clicked together market trend and the market breadth. The last thing we need is our market timing. And we get that from FinClub. This is our artificial intelligence data. This is our, as 10-minute stock traders, real unfair advantage. This artificial intelligence data. I know the people personally who created FinClub, and it allows us to see the data, what the dark pools are doing, what the high frequency traders are doing, what the hedge funds are doing. They can't hide their orders. These are big orders, okay? we just can't see them like in a normal circumstance, right? You can't go into TrendSpider and see, oh, there's a giant order right there. But by using FinClub, it makes it dead simple to know how to time the market. They have red light, green light, and yet an orange light. Okay, it's so simple, just like a stoplight here. It's either going to go up, going to go down, or it's going to wait. There's not enough data to pick one or the other direction. This is the last thing we need is our market timing. We have the moving averages showing us the direction. We have the MMFI showing us the breadth. And the final piece is our artificial intelligence data that shows us which way it's going to go or what our market timing is. Is today the day to get in or not? When you have all three together, you're on the right side of the market. It is that easy. Do not argue with the condition. And most of all, do not try to combat it. Do not try to combat the market. So that right there was our first section, the market trend framework, the 3 quick and easy tests the market must pass to know where it's going. Are you getting it? Does it make sense? Is this cool or what? In the chat box, do me a favor, type in a Y. Type in the letter Y to let me know that you get it. So here's the key point to remember. You can see which way the market is going in about 2.5 seconds just by running these 3 little tests. Easy. Brian's got a Y. And now let's go into the second section today. How to ethically steal our $1 million trading formula. April says yes. Isaac says yes. Mike is here. Mike says yes. Victor says yes. Really cool. Rudy says yes. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are getting this. How to ethically steal our $1 million trading formula. You ready? Get your pen, get your paper. Let's do this. It's now working time. All right. And I want you to do this live with me. This is going to require audience participation. We're going to look at 10 charts. Okay. 10 random charts. I literally don't have any of them planned out right now. I want you to look and I want you to tell me 2 things in the chat. Gochi Best says yes. I want you to tell me 2 things in the chat. Now that we've warmed it up, we've proved it worked. I want you to tell me 2 things in the chat. Type a number 1 if the chart looks bullish, or number 2 if it looks bearish. All right, 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. Take notes, follow along, ask questions. We will go fast, okay? It's intended to be fast. This is how our 10-minute stock traders are successful. If you have questions, ask why. Our 10-minute stock traders ask why. They try to understand. They don't just blindly follow. The market changes every day, all right? A solid strategy knows how to adapt in all market conditions. So let's do it. I've got my charts here. I'm going to make them bigger. And I'm going to literally go to my recently viewed. And then we're going to go through 10 of them, okay? Now remember, 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. I will clean this up as best I can. The only things we're going to show on here are the 10-day, the 20-day, and the 50-day. Let me clean this up. So all we're seeing are 3 lines here. How many lines do we see? Almost there. Click that off. So 1, 2, 3 lines. Okay, remember. Now, the goal of this game here is to see if the blue line is above the black line and price is above the red line. That is bullish, okay? So this situation right here is bullish. If the blue line is under the black line and price is under the red line, that is bearish. So we're going to look at the current position, okay? So let's practice. This is one we're in right now, GE. Give me a number 1 if this is bullish, a number 2 if this is bearish. 3, 2, 1, go. I know there's a delay. I'm sorry. There we go. Isaac says 2. Brian says 2. Good job, guys. Mike says 2. Excellent. Isn't this easy? This is easy. Donna says 2. Victor says 2. Kavan says 2. Gochi Best says 2. Rudy says 2. Perfect. All right. Next one. Netflix. I have no idea. All right. Which direction? 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. So we did GE and Netflix. 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. Go. All right. Mike says 2. Very good. Isaac says 2. Very good. Brian says 2. Very good. Victor says 2. Very good. It's easy, right? How fast does this take? No time at all. Donna says 2. Very good. Okay. Let's pick one. I'm not even looking over there. What did I pick? ADSK. ADSK. All right. You tell me. Does this look bullish or bearish? April says 2. Number 1 for bullish. Number 2 for bearish. Mike says 2. Very good. Isaac says 2. Very good. It's easy. Donna says 2. Very good. Brian says 2. Very good. Victor says 2. Very good. Here's the point, right? How long does that take you? How hard is that? Remember, you trade with the direction it's going. You trade either long or short based on what it tells you is happening. You're not predicting anything at all. You're reading a book, and the book says it's going up, you go long. If the book says it's going down, you go short, or you go to cash. Some people like to go cash. It's not hard. As you can see, it's really, really easy to determine the direction. Let's go to, I think this one will be different. I don't know. I'm going to type it in because I think it's different. Oh. Well, what does it tell you? Brian says 2. Victor says 2. Mike says, yeah, 1 second. Exactly. Gochi Best asks a very good question. Are we looking at volume? No, we don't need to look at volume. The reason being is what pays is not volume. What pays is price. That's all we care about. Which direction is the price going? Is it up or down? Mike says 2. Excellent. Gochi Best says 2. Isaac says 2. And let's see. Brian says 2. All right. I'm gonna have to make this. I'm gonna have to try a couple other things. Donna says 2. April says still 2. I know, I get it. All right, that's the kind of market we're in right now, April. All right, what about this one? Whoa, 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. You tell me. You tell me. 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. What does this look like, APA? One for bullish, 2 for bearish. Gochi Best says 1. Brian says 1. Mike says 1. April says 1. Isaac says 1. Victor says 1. It's like I'm giving you the answers to the test, right? It's so easy. It's so easy to tell which direction it's going. Donna says 1 and Rudy says 1. We could do this all day, but you see how fast. You see how powerful it is. I don't have to convince you of this, okay? If the market's going this direction, you trade with that direction. It's simple. The hardest part is not overthinking it. But that's why 10-minute stock traders have a process that we go through step by step by step. By knowing step by step by step what the process is, walking through it every day, there's no guessing. There is no emotions. It is as objective as it comes. That's so important. Guys, I'm really proud of you. We don't have to go through 10. You got this. A solid strategy knows how to adapt to all market conditions. Okay? We saw how to go long and we saw how to go short and how fast we can determine that. So ask yourself these questions. Are you following the rules? Remember what I said earlier? Rules are boring, but rules do what? Rules are boring, but rules make you money. I can't guarantee it because I don't know if you're going to have the consistency and discipline to follow the rules, but the rules work. So are you getting this, right? The more you practice by watching how it's really done, the better you'll become as a trader. You've got to learn the rules of the game to be successful. Perfect practice equals perfect results. Not just practice, but perfect practice equals perfect results. Success does not happen on accident. I mean that so much, but you can take the shortcut, okay? So can you imagine how much easier trading gets once you treat it like a game? You see? How easy was that? Once you determine the market trend, 50% of what you could do just went off the table, right? Hey, if the market is going this way, I'm only going to do this thing. Here's the key point to remember. Follow the trend. Easy as that. Easy as that. That's how to ethically steal our $1 million trading formula. Do you think you can do this, right? Type yes in the chat box because you know you can. GoChibest says, take the shortcut. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I went through all the hard stuff to make it easy on you, okay? Type yes in the chat box because I know you can do this. All right, we're going to go to the last section. GoChibest says yes. Mike says easy. Yeah, dude, for sure. I know it sounds very hyperbolic. I know it sounds like fake guru stuff. Oh, this is so easy. But it is. It's because you know the rules, right? Chess is probably like impossible to do unless you know the rules. Even something basic like tic-tac-toe. If you don't know how to play tic-tac-toe, you're never going to win. If you don't know the rules of tic-tac-toe, what are you going to do? You're just going to like draw like triangles and upside down figure eights and upside down figure eight would probably be just a figure eight. But the point is, you got to know the rules. I always say I could publish the rules in a newspaper, but nobody would follow them. The key is consistency and discipline. Brian says yes. Isaac says yes. April says yes. Donna says, yep. That's my wife right there. Yep. Donna's not my wife. That's what my wife would say. Yep. And Brian says, this is better than walking over hot coals. Booyah. There are only 3 types of trading days. And that's what we're going to talk about right here. How to tell exactly which of the 3 types of trading days we are in today. It's really, really, really easy. Okay. There's only 3 types of days: offensive days, defensive days, and transition days. That's it. There are no other type of days. An offensive day is when everything lines up. Everything we talked about lines up correctly. It's either all bullish or all bearish. There are no mixed signals whatsoever. That is an offensive day. This is what we just covered earlier, right? When all 3 pieces line up, either bullish or bearish, that's an offensive day. That's when you can make trades with confidence. But what if it doesn't line up? Okay, that happens. What do we do on a day when it doesn't line up? Well, you just have to ask yourself one question. Am I already in the market? Do I already have open positions on? If no, if nothing lined up and I do not have positions on, you wait in cash. How long? As long as it takes. I love doing callbacks like that. That's not my rule. That's a 2-time US investing champion rule. All right. Wait in cash for proper setups. So that would be a transition day. We're not in the market and we're waiting for a valid signal. We're waiting for it to set up. But what if I am already in the market? If yes, and everything is not lined up today, you are already in the market, but not adding new positions. Okay. So you're in the market. You've got a position on. Maybe you're long Tesla. Maybe you're short GE. Doesn't matter. If you're in the market and everything does not line up, you do not add anymore. Okay. You wait in cash. You might have to take the trade off, but you do not add more. On both of these types of days, do not make any new trades. Period. Easy. Just hold cash. the more likely you are to lose on these kind of days. Okay. The market's bigger than anyone, so why fight it? Let the market tell you where it's going. Don't be a contrarian. Trading's easy. I keep saying that because I want to drill it in your head. I want you to go to sleep every night thinking trading is easy, because it is. Once you know how to play by the rules. Rules are boring, but rules make you money. So these are the 3 types of trading days. An offensive day is when everything lines up. You're ready to get in and make trades, make things happen. A transition day is when you're not in the market at all and there's no trades to be made because there are no valid market setups. And then the last type is a defensive day. That's when you're already in the market, you already have something on, but you are not going to add new positions because the market's not set up. Remember, it's top down. Market tells you what it's going to do. Here's the key point to remember. Align your actions with that type of day. Be offensive on an offensive day, be defensive on a defensive day, and just hang tight on a transition day. So do you think you can do that, right? Type yes in the chat box because it's easy. You know, there is not much to do on transition days, but you also know that it can be tough. If you are a trader who wants to do things, hanging out and not doing something on transition day can be tough, but you need to have consistency and discipline to follow the rules, because the rules are boring, but the rules will make you money. Brian says yes. Andrew says yes. And Victor says yes. Awesome. You guys rock. So that was everything we wanted to cover today. We covered a lot. I don't know how many notes you made. I know I made some notes. The market trend framework, the 3 quick and easy tests the market must pass to know where it's going. How to ethically steal our $1 million trading formula, and how to tell exactly which of the 3 types of trading days we are in. Isaac says yes. Gochi Best says yes. Mike says sure. April says yes, of course. Now, this has been awesome, right? We covered a lot. Do you understand the power? Type yes in the chat box, because I know you do. Do you understand why, right? We covered a lot. You guys asked some great questions. We got some awesome participation. Very, very proud of you. And do you understand how it works? Now, type yes in the chat box right now if you are ready to go to the next level. Our 10-minute stock traders know all about this, but if you're ready to go to the next level with your trading, type yes in the chat box. Okay, so like I said before, today I will be giving you $5,488 worth of trading education for free. Yes, I said it's free, and it's because you are now officially a 10-minute stock trader. Now, this will help you find amazing trades consistently. And here's why you'd want it, even if it wasn't free, which it is. The number one reason is the money. You can hear the lessons that I've learned from billion-dollar hedge fund managers. You can hear the lessons that I've learned from US investing champions. You can hear the lessons that I've learned from best-selling authors. And you can hear the lessons to avoid from fake gurus. Now, I put all these lessons together to find what works and what doesn't in today's markets. And reason number 2 is the gap. Most trading educators out there are just teaching the theory. You already know that trading is the most lucrative career in the entire world. So if they're teaching the theory, why aren't they actually making any money? That right there, that's the gap. And that gap is crossed with trading psychology. Now, there's 3 parts to any solid trading system. And the first part is the strategy. This is finding a proven edge, your offensive weapon. Number 2 is risk management, your defensive weapon. And the third part is trading psychology, balancing both your offensive and your defensive weapons. Now, this is where most trader educators break down. The theory only goes so far, and the true traders, they know how to adapt when the market shifts. So I have a massive opportunity for you today to finally live the life you've always been dreaming of being a trader would be. Now, why would I be sharing this with you? It's really because it's a blatant bribe to get you to try my new coaching program called the 10-minute trading room. We have daily live video calls. We send you our daily video trade alerts. We send you our portfolio updates. We send you our market analysis. We send you our new trade setups every day. And we send you our daily trading psychology. Everything we trade together. It's like getting a call personally from me every trading day with what we're trading and why we're trading it every trading day. Plus, every other Friday, we have live training sessions, just like the one you're watching right now. We're going to be building new trading courses together. The reason we want to do this is because we're going to be using your questions and finding the best answers for you. These courses will be available for the members only. Plus, you're going to get to watch me personally showing you how to use these lessons in your everyday trading. And you can ask as many questions as you want. And you get it all. I'm going to be showing you what's working today, and it's like an up-to-the-minute field report sent from the front lines of the cutting edge of trading. And then I'm going to be showing you how to model it in your trading fast. The only way to have access like this would be if you worked with me personally in my office, shoulder to shoulder with me every day. That's the only way to do it. So you're probably wondering about the cost. As a member, you get everything inside the 10-minute trading room. The daily live video trade alerts, the live market analysis, the live portfolio analysis, the live new trade setups, the live trading psychology, all included, plus the live trainings and Q&A calls, the live look over your shoulder trading setups, the live trading courses built with your questions and your answers. All of this is included for just $147 per month. There's no contract and you can cancel anytime. Plus, I'll even give you the AI stock trading system course, the Real Trades case study course, our bullish, bearish, and neutral option strategy courses, all for free. That's everything included here, and the total value lines up to $5,488. But obviously, I'm not going to have you pay $5,488, but that's $5,488 worth of training, yours for free, just for becoming a member. Now let's talk about the membership dues. Like I said, it's just $147 per month. That's it. It's not prohibitively expensive, but it's enough to keep the freebie-seeking knuckleheads at bay. You know these people, right? The ones that go on Wall Street bets trying to YOLO into every trade they can find. That's not us. But for the right person, this membership should pay you. Think about this. Would it be worth $147 to have me show you every single entry and exit point we trade this entire month? Don't you think if you developed the trades like I created, you would get the same results that I did? If you're like most people, you tell me you'd probably pay for your membership several years over with the proceeds from potentially one trade. You'd probably tell me that everything else after that would just be gravy. And that's why I'm sending you our total trading system every month. And I want to make this an absolute no-brainer for you. Plus, I love helping people win big and avoid the losers too. I mean, that's so critically important, but I take a lot of pride in helping our members win big. So think about it this way. Would it be worth $147 for you to come over and spend an entire month looking over my shoulder? Having me walk you through every entry, exit, and why. Personally showing you what's working and what's not working. The daily trade alerts are meant to give you that exact same experience. And here's something else to consider. Would it be worth $147 to jump online with me twice a month to get all of them, your trading questions answered? That's what we do in the live training and Q&A calls. Plus, you can see your fellow members, get some new ideas for what's working for them as well. And if any of those scenarios sound like they might, just might, be valuable to you, then obviously this is a no-brainer. And that's why you should accept my bribe and become a member today. Remember, there is no contract and you can cancel anytime. Plus, you're going to get the AI stock trading system course, the the Real Trades Case Study course, the Bullish, Bearish, and Neutral Option Strategy courses, all for free. And here's something interesting about the cost of the membership. If you do the math, it's just $4.90 a day. I did a Google search for what can you buy for $4.90, and the best answer that I could find was five apples. Which would you rather have? 5 apples or a ready-to-go trading strategy personally created by me every single day with you? Let's face it, a $4.90 isn't going to change your life. But the work that we do together, that can change everything. So accept my generous bribe and become a member today. You'll be part of a small group of high performers across the world that are sharing valuable information the rest of the planet never discovers. You'll get the latest cutting-edge trading strategies and tactics before anyone knows what hit them. And you'll be able to take our trade ideas and plug them in to your account effortlessly. Plus, you get to connect with me and your fellow members every day inside the trading room and every other week in these live trainings. You're going to connect with us on live video calls so you can get the guidance that helps you focus everything that you need. So take this offer and become a member today. Remember, you're under no obligation. You can cancel anytime. There's no contract, and you can still keep all the gifts for free. Hey, speaking of gifts, there's one more thing I want to show you. So if you join the 10-minute trading room with us and the fellow 10-minute stock traders before Monday, January 31st, I will send you not only a free t-shirt, just like my friends Kavan and Sam are wearing right here, but I will also send you one more free t-shirt voted on by the members of the 10-minute trading room, the bull market, right? We want that guy coming back rip roaring strong, and you get a free t-shirt that I will buy and I will ship to you for becoming a member before Monday. Plus, I'm going to give you 12 trading ebooks and the audiobooks and our top stocks list when you join the 10-minute trading room before January 17th. Now, let me show you exactly how to sign up for this. So all you got to do is go to 10minutetradingroom.com. And inside, once you get to 10-minute trading room, you're going to see this big blue button here that says click here to take the guesswork out of trading. Start right now. And when you do, it's going to take you to this page here. And it's going to ask you to put in your name, your email, your phone number for our text alerts, which I really highly recommend so you won't miss anything. Just your address, your credit card number to get started. And make sure you click this button right here. That'll give you a 10-day trial for just $10. And then you understand that it's $147 a month after that for all of this included. Plus, put in your t-shirt size. That way I can send you both of those t-shirts right away. And then after you finish with that, just click this button here to make sure you understand the term and conditions. And then click process my payment information and you are in. You'll be trading with us today inside the 10-minute trading room. So that's everything you're going to need to know on today's webinar. I hope that this has been useful to you. I hope that you've learned a lot. I really appreciate that you came today and took notes, right? I covered a lot, and this is exactly how we take the guesswork out of trading. And now it's your turn. Now it is your turn to get started taking the guesswork out of trading by using what notes you took today and joining us inside the 10-minute trading room. I've done everything I can to make this as easy as possible for you, and I am so grateful that you are here with us today inside this webinar. And I cannot wait to see you later today in the 10-minute trading room.